Yo, check, Mike Melinoe, yo. Pistol grapple, the devil's apple. I'm after your necks and marching for capital. Menace, weapon, destruction. Who fucking? Probably some cousin of that Megan slutting. Flow disgusting, need a rass in public. That's quite the pattern seduction. The cannons blasting, irrational absence. Inspector Sergeant, protect your heart with them crackers. Be target Martians. Shatter your toughest Spartans' armor. I battle war, bloody fistful, enticing gore, titan force through a frightened pour. I'm that nigga shift with slave petition. Plus that you fade, black American rage, undertenant. Don't think you flaring out brave. Swan begin to engage, kiss his family with pain, thoughts and knowledge might blowing our brains, fuck it. Commanding tanks to contain, sustained. Oh Lord, I pray this beast can be tamed. These spoken words inside me, adrift and calmer. The forwardness, mama points, common boiling guts. Pints of crack in every verbal insistence, justice by tongue. Mike Melinoe, OG Tribe. Who is Mike Melinoe and who is Henryxolskool? Mike Melinoe is a creative artist that will probably be a little more conscious on the side of rap, or the deep thinker, the one that does acid and stuff like that. Henryxolskool would be the more aggressive, egotistical, artist coming from Detroit and showing a little more anger within that, through a lyrical standpoint. But more like, if you would say, probably like a raw hip hop, in a sense, vibe, compared to like Mike Melinoe. Mike Melinoe really amplifies the creativity. Why hip hop? Why rap? What's the influences? I feel like, well, hip hop in general spoke to me. Pop wasn't there, regular nigga shit. I feel like my dad, by being in music, he had some type of insight. He was a jazz artist, did music in Detroit, toured with a lot of different people. My mom did music. Kind of created the music in church and stuff like that. So I kind of seen art from so many different forms, but hip hop was the one that would probably be a voice for me. I actually kind of do a little vocalist in the sense, not really tough on the singing, but it works. But yeah, hip hop was just more for me. It was a way for me to express, and I felt like hip hop needed more. So I wanted to be that type of artist to generate more, because people notice I don't really say rapper. It's just more so like an artist from a standpoint. We all artists and speaking from a different area. My influences, probably like David Ruffin, Andre 3000, Lauryn Hill, Big L, Kanye West, Jay-Z, cats like that. I say cats like David Ruffin, just from what I know of him, the confidence standpoint, and more so the music. I feel like he was speaking from the heart. Whoever is saying that the golden age is gone, I personally feel like they probably the type that just been 90s super to death, that's cool, but at the same time, if we keep rapping like that golden age, what would the next age be? It would just be a copycat. Nobody wants to spend all this time, years and years, and just create and then kind of just single it down to just the golden era for the rest of hip hop for all time. It's just no, it don't make sense. My personal opinion is that when it comes to, different artists of our generation, the sounds getting different, EDMs coming, into the hip hop style, it's being more amplified in a sense, and not also just targeted maybe from the media about drugs and shit, but it's more to say in different forms of wordplay as mine. So I feel like, the golden era, the golden age is going to be what it is, but it's going to be of our generation. We don't know what it is now. We don't know how, but it has to grow. I feel like people who feel like the golden age is decreasing in its value has lost their fucking minds, to be honest. It's hip hop, man. We're gonna create, we're gonna all evolve. It's all good, man. You just gotta live and honestly accept others and what they're doing out here, man. Because it's not that easy, because you got people out there criticizing us, putting labels when it's hip hop has gone, how far, when it comes to rock, jazz, all these other cats or genres, it's gone from here, and it's different, sections or segments that you may call for that. So hip hop gotta grow, man. That was a nice answer though, man.
Keeping that too.
Yeah. Well, the question was, my music and sound is different, and even the way and structures of my beats are kind of offbeat to the sense. I hear that a lot, but it's normal to me. To each his own, I feel, because I feel in hip hop, man, we gotta grow. So I feel like I should just put a stamp on maybe off beats. And I heard that shit back in the day. It's just people would be on beat, but then again, what is on beat if the creativity is there? And really, it's all about the substance. How people really just be oh, the beats on radio was like mad ill. It's just like the beats though. What is my man saying? Like all he said from a long period of time is just like I sold some shit and got beat up and lost my drugs. You know, like it's more to that. So I feel like the way I structure my shit is just more so like think outside the box. Like Basquiat was a different, you know, type of artist. You know, so in hip hop, maybe not a Basquiat, obviously a Mike Melinoe, but specifically I would just, you know, create and have my own lane. Like years from now, I think it would be more appreciated as to we're asking another artist, what are you about to do different? You know what I mean? Because this is going to be standard.
The magic stunt, typical fars, none, sun, country, try villains, cash to the mind, feed midgets, not your opponent, fly with pigeons, cold operation, eliminate, till it's vacant, abominations, abomination states, it's got a grade A statement of vacant, so don't be bugging when my presence gone, sky jogging toes to bacon stone, fighting off that eighth, the baddest weapon arm, any problems you provide, you die, specialist crime, cute evidence crime, kiss mama, tell her be strong, I'm seeking some major contribution.
I want to just create a new sound or a new way of speaking, you know. Even while I break down my bars and wordplay, I wouldn't really call it up to norm. You know, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's just a different way of saying shit, to be honest. It's really different, that's all, man. But I mean, it's understandable. You just got to take the time and just listen to it. You know, just, and I like to, my bars isn't just like bar. It's just more so like stories in each individual half of the bar. So it's weird, man.
Your music and what we hear on the radio.
All right, well, what's basically different from my music and what we hear on the radio? I feel like it's the same shit. And the only reason why I say it because it's coming from a point of view where we all should appreciate. All right, now the arrogant side or the egotistic value is just like some of the shit don't make sense. You know what I mean? Then again, it's just like, who am I to say that? But it's just like, I feel like they're for a certain crowd, you know. It's different type of stations, but maybe you have this type of station that only plays like 7 songs within like 8 hours of the day. It's just like, come on, bro. Then you toss a little beady bugs and all. It's just like, we have to like, I feel like my music is for a certain type of audience, which I do feel like if it was on the radio, it would break even. Everybody would be so conscious, or if anything, you know, be searching for the next or whatever. But when it comes down to just the radio in general, man, it's the same, but a different vocals, you know, behind it and different people behind it, you know, different melodies. It's just, I guess that's not what the people want. And I feel like it's my duty to not complain and just put a foot down and just, you know, demand, put the high demand, have the people call in and do what I need to do. But it'll happen when it happens in due time. I plan to have a radio station, by the way, so I'm gonna play everything, though, everything. All right, Organic Geniuses is basically a collective. It's producers, artists, graphic designers, creative directors. You know, it's a whole bunch of everything, but most importantly, I feel like it's organic. You know, we just built everything from an organic standpoint. We found each other on the internet, long story short. And it started with me and Raheem Miles, and we basically had an idea, blah, 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 spoke, blah, 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 long story. And then I went out there for like almost a week. We ended up clashing, met a couple cats, and you know, we just made a family. You know, it's like an OG tribe, basically what it is. You know, it's a family, but more so we pushing the music and just supporting everybody else. You know, everybody is a standalone artist. Everybody can, I believe, can have their own brand to a level and can change this shit. Because everybody's from different places. We have cats from Delaware, Maryland, Detroit, obviously, Philly, and Jersey. You know, one homie's from Harlem, but he moved to Jersey and shit, so he's repping that. But yeah, man, this is a bunch of creative dudes, man. Y'all gonna hear about them for sure. In fact, in March, I released my latest album, Nature's of Proper Elements. Go get that SoundCloud. Mike Melinoe, Mike M-E-L-I-N-O-E. I dropped that. I'm working on some new stuff right now. It's visuals, making sure, you know, we have our visual concepts and trying to like basically put everybody in our world of where everything created from or emulated from. So that's the main thing. In late summer, I'm dropping something very secretive, and I really do not want to say much, but it's going to be something big late summer. Features coming out. Just follow me on Twitter, Mike Melinoe, Mike M-E-L-I-N-O-E.
Any problems you provide, you die, specialist crime, cute evidence crime, kiss mama, tell her be strong. I'm seeking some major contribution to land since it's 4. So fuck the mental for a student, I'm twice the uses, the partnership of Newton, chemical fuses. Get money, 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 get money.